Hey, what is going on? Welcome to the AI Agent of the Week series. My name is Arville Craig with Bot Builders, and this is week number 10. So we're at the home stretch here, and I have a specific tool I want to show you before we get into that. Last week was a really important training. We talked about skills, AI skills or agent skills. That is the fundamental thing or skill that every business owner needs to know when it comes to using AI. So I highly recommend you watch last week's training on skills, and I'll give you a gift. This week I've been doing some local workshops here in Phoenix I call it the Clone Yourself workshop. And the workshop dealt with skills, but I also gave away some documents to build or to train AI specifically about you and about your business, and then how to make playbooks that deal with your processes. So when you understand really you need the two documents to train AI about you and your business, your goals, things like that. And then once you can train it on generic information, then you will be creating specific skills that deal with specific processes. So I can give you that stuff. Just click on the link below this video. I'll give you those tools from the workshop. If you got questions, want to do more one-on-one, of course, I'm always available. But let me talk to you today about if you're using ChatGPT, and technically the whole skill framework is not yet available in the average or free ChatGPT tool. It's not even pro or plus has it, or it's not really built for helping you to manage skills or manage packaged instructions, workflows, kind of like GPTs. But I want to show you something you may not have tried. I want you to download Codex, Codex. That is the desktop software for ChatGPT for developers. Now, I know I'm not a developer, so I'm assuming you're not a developer. But just like with Claude and Claude Code, which is for developers, has a lot of practical benefits for even regular professionals, whether you're marketing, sales, leaders, executives, whatever you do. Codex and ChatGPT right now already has a lot of the functions and things that I've been raving about and Claude Cowork and Claude Cowork and Claude Code, excuse me. So actually, let me share with you what I'm talking about. And so here is the Codex desktop app. You can see here, again, it's very, technical in the sense that it's got a bunch of stuff that connects to your terminal. You can ignore all that and all this local stuff. But the main thing I want to highlight is number one, you can see here on the left side, skills is, default. It is built into the platform so you can easily find skills. So again, skills are kind of like GPTs. It's pre-created workflows, but it's just a text file. And what I mentioned last week was once you understand skills and you have them, you can take your skill to any AI tool. So once you have skills, workflows, and pre-packaged prompts, you can take that into Claude and you can drag it and put it into ChatGPT. Right now, just in Codex, I'm going to show you. But you can also put it in Gemini. And if you ever get into OpenClaw and Clawbots and that whole world, they also use skills. So this is such a fundamental thing. But again, most people use ChatGPT, so I wanted to show you what it looks like. So again, here is the app. Again, let me just pull up a search real quick. Open AI Codex. Dragged it over here. So again, it's just chatgpt.com/codex. That is how you download it. Okay. And once you have it downloaded, again, the valuable thing for anybody that is number one, there are automations where you can see in the top left here, you click one, create a new automation. So a lot of the workflows, the agentic type of strategies that I've shared in Cowork and Claude Code, you can put those right here using Codex. I know ChatGPT has scheduled tasks, but it's not as flexible and I think as powerful as using this automation feature. So number one, this is how you can create and build automations right within ChatGPT Codex. Typically, you would select a folder because this app really is connected to your desktop. And then you can select the time, what's the schedule when you want this automation to run. Again, you want research, check your email, check out your competitors, check out social media, whatever you want to do that's in your workflow, you can automate it. So I wanted to show you that. But the bigger thing was in the skills area. You can go and click new skill. I think skills, you have to install the skill creator, I think. So if I hit skills, I've already installed it. You see skill creator, where you can create or update skills. You need to install that first. And once it's installed, you can take other people's skills. It's like imagine you were looking at prompt libraries and finding people with these amazing prompts. Again, my recommendation for you is to build your own skills based upon your own step-by-step workflows. Because I think AI works best when AI is personal, when it is trained and it follows your exact SOPs. So I have this folder, which again, I said, if you want to get access to these files in my Clone Yourself workshop, there are a number of templates and there's a couple of different skills. Here is the 7-figure offer formula, which is a training by Matt Lights, founder or CEO of Bot Builders, on how to develop a 7-figure offer. So if you're running ads, if you need to get more conversions, if you're trying to come up with ideas, this 7-figure offer formula is a great strategy for you to use. So it's only for customers, but I did get permission to turn the training into a skill, and you could take this skill file. I think I could probably drag it right here into ChatGPT. See if that works. It will not work. Let's hit new skill. Let's try it here. Drag the skill right here, and ChatGPT will take the skill, learn it, extract it, and install this skill training on how you can process and come up with an idea that helps you to create a 7-figure offer. So again, you see here, I drag the file in here. The skill creator recognized, oh, this is a skill. So it's going to train itself to add the skill within my account. So I'm going to click yes to agree to have it install this skill. And again, if you saw my training last week, when a skill is installed, you don't have to look for it. You don't have to go to the skill section or the 7-figure offers section. Once it's built in, it will affect, let me say yes, and don't ask again for this session, just so that it'll install all the files. Once you have a skill installed, you don't have to look for it. You just can have a conversation and say, anytime you want to work on an offer, it would probably know, let's use the 7-figure offer formula, because that skill is trained for helping people come up with high value, attractive, irresistible offers. Okay. So that is the skill document. It's in here. I'm going to new thread. And let's say if I was typing, I'm trying to come up with a new offer for Easter. Let's say I was doing that and I'm talking to Codex. You see there? It's and it says I'm going to use the offer building framework. It just knows. You don't have to use certain language. You don't have to call it by name specifically. It's smart enough to realize that this skill is trained for this specific use case. So it is such a powerful strategy. So I want you to start building out skills. And if you use ChatGPT and you're not ready to switch to Claude, and you don't have to technically, my goal today was to show you within ChatGPT, if you download Codex, you can get direct access and have a whole library of skills. You can see here now, when I click on the skills link, you can see here, 7-figure offer builder. Build and refine premium offers. So now these skills are in my account. It's just going to work whenever I need them to work. So that's kind of how skills work in ChatGPT Codex. And I mentioned earlier, you can also run automations. And again, the automations could evoke skills as well. So imagine you had a lead generation skill, and then you connected it to an automation where you told ChatGPT every morning at 5 a.m., let's say you're on West Coast time like me, and you're checking on East Coast time. Maybe you want to do some research every single day, and you have a skill or a process of the websites you go to, the things you click on, the topics that are most interesting to you in your niche, your industry, and you can have an agent or an automation execute those skills for you on a consistent daily process. So, hope you got some value there. This is straight for Chat GPT users. If you got questions on how to create agents or agent skills, reach out to me. I say my big theme now is the future is agentic. Everything is all about agents. And so I encourage you to start building them, not just theoretical things, but agents that deal with your day to day work. And if you need help with some templates on how to clone yourself, just click on the link and download my free files. And I will put up a new mini training as well to show you how to use these files as well. All right, that's all I got. Create a great day. Peace.